Good morning, Admirals! Thanks for joining us for the latest episode of Admiral Ocean. There's a whole lot to tell you, so let's get right to it. February may be the shortest month of the year, but there sure was a lot going on. Not only did we see the starting of testing, but annual staff finished composing the yearbook and sent it off to the publisher. Students in the Gulfport School District competed in the annual science fair. Each school held its own science fair earlier in the month. The winners from the school level fairs then shared their projects with the community at the GSD Science Fair Showcase at the Mississippi Aquarium. On February 25th, members of the GHS choir performed a recital held at St. Peter's by the Sea. Our students wowed the audience, demonstrating their vocal abilities. Students in our Educators Rising team competed at the state competition held at Mississippi College. These students placed in 11 different categories, bringing home 1 10th place, 2 5th place, 2 4th place, 2 3rd place, and 4 2nd place medals. And Isabel captured a first place medal in the Creative Lecture TED Talk category. Of course, one of the biggest highlights of February is the month-long focus on Black history. Every day during the month of February, Soraya, the student leader of the Black History Committee, shared a significant moment in Black history during the morning announcements. In addition to these daily announcements and the lessons individual teachers did in their classes, there was a more campus-wide effort to bring in awareness to the importance African Americans have had on the history of our country. Admiral Ocean Reporter Live has more details about this significant event that took place on our campus.
The month of February is filled with many exciting occasions, such as Mardi Gras, also known as Pancake Day, Valentine's Day, and the Super Bowl. But today's topic is the Black History Month Gallery Walk here at our school. There are different displays of some historical figures within the Black history all around our school. This idea originated from Ms. Davis, one of our ninth grade biology and physical science teachers here on campus. She brought the idea to the staff. After everyone understood the proposal, there was no hesitation to contribute to the Black History Gallery Walk.
With the Black History Gallery Walk, I wanted to turn the school into something like a Black History museum. I wanted the students to be submerged into Black history. I wanted them to see that Black history was more than the bad things that we hear.
The purpose of the Black History Gallery Walk is to allow students to feel as if they were in an African American history museum, much like the one in Washington, D.C. Most importantly, to showcase Black historical figures that weren't often elaborated on outside of the well-known MLK, Rosa Parks, and Harriet Tubman.
I wanted students to learn about people who were local to Mississippi, local to Gulfport, and then people that are just doing great things right now today, and not just typical ones that we hear from the history and that we've learned from elementary up into high school.
For the gallery walk, teachers had the freedom to choose what or who to spotlight. Many of them became iconic figures in the fields in which they taught scientists, mathematicians, writers, painters, etc. The sole requirement was that it had to be a Black History Month related person or theme. Teachers and or students created all of the paintings and decorations that can be found throughout the school. They had total authority over their unique designs. This organized Black History Gallery Walk throughout our school is so important because everyone, even students, should, because American history compromises Black history. During Black History Month, there's a chance to learn more about Black histories that highlight Black accomplishments rather than just accounts of racism and enslavement. Black History Month was formally recognized by President Gerald Ford in 1976. Seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history, is what he asked the public to do. The Gallery Walk is such an amazing opportunity to indulge yourself into new knowledge base off of this month, Black History Month. Ms. Davis asks that if Any student is interested in being a part of the Black History Committee to grow our Black History Month celebrations in the years to come, to reach out to her via email at shanice.davis@gulfforschools.org and put Black History in the subject line.
February is also CTE month. In our last episode, we showed you some things going on in our CTE programs, but that wasn't all. The Health Science CTE program was gearing up for their annual blood drive. Here's reporter Arissa with more about what's going on in the Institute.
There are some things people just take for granted. One is that there will always be blood if we were in a medical emergency and needed it. However, you will be surprised to find that there is a serious shortage of blood at our hospitals here on the coast. So some admirals at Gulfport High are stepping up to make a difference.
HOSA is hosting our annual blood drive to combat the critically low blood supply within the country. And we just have our students that are in HOSA as well as in HHS. They come and they help throughout the day. They help with giving people waters and helping people walk around after they give blood, and they just keep up with it, keep up with all the tasks that our advisors can't.
So, as an experienced ICU nurse, I've actually had patients who did not have the correct access to the right blood products, and they actually had to be shipped out of state due to us in Mississippi not having enough blood to give them.
This blood drive will give students who are part of our HHS Institute a first-hand experience of what happens in the medical field, but also be the school's way of showing its appreciation to the community. Students will be able to apply what they are learning in their classrooms onto each other with the help of their teachers.
So my students who are in health science, they want to go into the medical field. Majority of them want to be nurses and doctors, and they have to understand exactly why the patient needs blood and why it is so important for the patient to receive the blood.
And the best part about this blood drive is that it is a community effort. Students here at JHS will see firsthand the community come together as a whole to solve a problem. That is what our mission at the Gulfport School District is all about.
The blood drives just give students a chance to give back to the community and be involved within the community. There are many ways that we can be involved, and this is just one of the many ways that we kind of give our thanks back to the community for putting into our school. And so we want to do something to replicate that same feeling.
So students should participate in the blood drive because it's super important, especially in the medical field, that the patients who are in critical care have the access to the right amount of blood.
Students who participate in this blood drive will be given a gift for giving back. The blood drive will take place March 4th from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Every high school athlete dreams of playing in the pros, making it big in their sport. This is especially true for football players, but that first step is to play at the college level. Several of our admirals have started their journey along this path at the National Signing Day. Lead reporter Charity has the story about the Gulfport Admirals who are getting ready to hit the college gridiron.
As May is quickly approaching, it's time to make that next step. Are you college and or career ready? On February 7th, we had 12 football players that committed to the colleges of their choice. And in December, we had 2 early graduates. Kyle McClendon is at Mississippi State and Gavin Brown is at Colin Community College.
I picked Mississippi Delta Community College because they're actually coming up on the development, and they're not that far away, and I can still come home on weekends and everything and give me a better environment. Their environment up there is basically like a black environment, basically, and the environment is good. They're building new things up there. They're giving me the best opportunity to go to the next level and produce my talent at D1 level.
I chose Holmes Community College because the hospitality they gave me when I got there, when they greeted me a whole bunch of love, and the coaches there, I love the coaches there, and that's really why I picked the school.
Feels great for like we can build a long lasting bond. Like we can probably be friends down the line, come by the family, stuff like that.
Focusing on the future can be scary, but Gulfport High ensures that you're ready on and off the field. From the coaches, teachers, admin, and even our very own life coach, Gulfport High makes sure you're prepared for the future.
Man, they've prepared me mentally, physically in the weight room, physically on the field, mentally to keep my head straight.
The strength and conditioning coach helped me. We worked with me every day, came in day and day out. We put in the work in, and They showed me what it takes to be a man, or what it takes to get to the next level.
Academic wise, they made sure we was on top of everything. Come to grades, your grades weren't right. Football, you can't play any sports, so that's one reason.
Gulfport High is preparing me by giving me all the things that a college team would have, like the workouts, the field, the practice. Everything is basically the same over there. So we basically prepared just like D1 athletes at a college level.
We are so proud of our boys and what they've accomplished so far. Forever and always, anchor down, Admirals. Hoo-yah.
Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Enjoy prom tomorrow night, stay safe, and make good decisions. And we will see you next week.